Hi everybody, welcome to this video. So in this video I'm going to show you the difference between equal sign, equal sign, equal sign, and equal sign in programming. So I'm going to show you an example using JavaScript. So if you are using Python, if you're learning Python or any other programming language, the syntax is the same. So that's a good thing, right? Yeah, so let me just zoom in here, and I'm gonna zoom into my code, and I'm gonna create a variable basically. So I'm gonna say let number1, so number1 equals to 10. All right, so equals to 10. Okay, cool. So now we have that. If we console log that, so console.log number1, if we console log it, all right, so let me just save it. And if I just go to the terminal and if I run node my.js, if I press enter, you'll notice that it will console log 10. So basically, with the equal sign, you store a variable, or store a number or a string or anything into a variable. Basically, you assign it. All right. So we assigned 10 and we stored it inside of number1 variable. So now let me create another one. So I'm going to say let number2 equals to 11. So if we console log number1 plus number2, if we save it and if we run the node, and so you see it says 10 and 11. So right here we are adding a string here, so we don't want this string, so let me add them just like as as a math operation. So I'm gonna go to the node.js. You see 21, so the result is 21 basically. And now let's create a condition. So we'll have to make a condition, and when we make conditions, we use equal sign to compare the values. So for example, we are going to say if, all right, so if I'm going to say number1, so number1 is equals to number2, so number2, all right, so we are going to say, so if it's equals to number2, we are going to run the code between the curly braces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to console log something. So I'm going to say the numbers are equal. So I'm going to change it to a string here. So I'm going to say the numbers are equal. All right, so if we run it, you see if this condition is true, so if number1 value is equal to the number2 value, so you see we are using two equal signs. So in this case, we are saying two equal signs. All right, so if this number1 value is equal to this number2 value, basically we are saying console log the numbers are equal, and we'll add an else statement. So I'm going to say else console log the numbers are not equal. Okay, so let's save it and let's go to the node and run it. So you see it says the numbers are not equal. So in this case, you see the numbers are not equal. So the else statement is running because this statement is not true. So to make it true, I'm going to change it. I'm going to change the numbers of these values. I'm going to make them the same. So they're all the same now. So 11 is equal to 11, definitely. So if I rerun it, you'll notice that it says the numbers are equal. So you see we have made a comparison. So now what if I use equal sign? So it should work too. So you see it will tell me that the numbers are equal. So it doesn't matter if I use equal, equal, or, you know, or equal, equal, equal. So it doesn't matter if you use 2 or 3, but there is, you know, a small difference. All right, so there is a small difference between these two, and I'm gonna talk about them. So now you see, if I change this one to 11, for example, so this one, the 11 is string here, and this one is, you know, is a number or an integer. So in this case, it will say that the numbers are not equal, because what we are doing here, you see, this is what we did, what it consoled to us. You see, it says the numbers are not equal. So when you use, and I'm going to write this down actually, so let me make a comment here. So let me add a comment, and I'm going to say, for example, if you use equal, equal, so equal, equal, you compare two values. You compare the numbers, all right? So basically, you compare if, you know, if numbers are equal or not, so they are balanced. And let me add another one. So you use, so if you use equal, 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 all right? So 3 equals, you compare the numbers and the let's see, so you compare the numbers basically, and you compare the data type. So data type, so you see right here, for example, this one is string and this one is, you know, an integer or a number. That's why you see this statement is not true with 2 equals or 3 equals. So if you want to, you know, compare the values, you use 2 equals basically. So for example, if you are working with numbers only or strings only, you can say equal, equal basically. But if you want to check the data type also, so with 3 equal signs, basically what you do is you compare the value of the 2 variables. So with 2 of them, you compare the value of 2 numbers, but with the 3, you just compare the numbers and the data type. So I hope that you have a basic understanding of the difference between the equal and the equal, equal, and the equal, equal, equal. So there is one more thing. So what if we add 4 equals? So there are no 4 equals in any code programming language. So whatever programming language that you're using, you know, there is no equal, 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 equal sign. So I know I feel, and I know it's a little bit weird to say equal, equal and stuff like that, but I hope that you have a basic understanding of using the equal and the equal, equal, and the equal, equal, equal. So this is what we have learned today in this video. So you see, let me add one more comment here, just so if you use equal, you assign a variable to the, no, you assign let's see, you assign a number, or you assign a value. So it could be text. So it could be text, numbers, or strings. So I can say strings, or booleans. So booleans are basically true and false. So this is the review. All right, so just if you don't understand what the difference is between these, you can just take a look at what I have written on the page, and you can pause it. And yeah, this is it for this video, everyone. So I hope that I have taught you something today, and I hope this video was a little bit more fun than the previous videos. But don't forget to like and subscribe, everyone. And thank you all for your support. I'm out.